Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Monday, May 24th market update. On the economic front, the monthly existing home sales number for April was up 7.6% month over month and up 22.8% year over year. On deck for tomorrow is the monthly S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index and the monthly consumer confidence number. We're looking for a number around 59 on the consumer confidence number. The dollar, gold, silver, and copper were up today. Oil was mostly flat. Light sweet crude futures were up 17 cents to settle at $70.21 a barrel. Looking at the dollar, not much movement here. Little candle. I don't know if you can even see it. Kind of a little, doji neutral candle here. No volume. Over to the point figure for West Texas Intermediate crude, still hanging around. We got this area of support around here, and on the futures chart about 69.50 or so. So still holding that. Still got a bearish price objective for crude about $62. Over to the Dow. Dow closed down 126 points to 10,066. S&P closed down 14 points to 1,073. Nasdaq closed down 15 points to 2213, and the Russell closed down 8 points to 641. Nasdaq held up the best, down 0.69%. S&P was the weakest, down 1.29%. Volume across the indices were below average today. They weren't terrible, but they were definitely below average volume, so it wasn't definitely not a high volume day. Looking at the Dow, basically had an inside day from Friday, so really didn't do much of anything. Market was pretty choppy. Today. Look at the S&P. S&P, similar look here. Really didn't do much of anything. Got up near this 1090 seems to be a challenge for it as far as some resistance, like it did here and did here. And the Nasdaq just barely took out the high from Friday, but it didn't go much of anywhere either. So see what tomorrow brings. I will note by looking at I like to look at the 60-minute chart. So if you look at the 60-minute chart on the S&P 500, so when we fell here, this is the May 6th, here's the MACD, then we come and retouch that, actually took out that area here on the S&P, and the MACD was higher, so that was, so that's bullish. Then I drove this trend line and we broke out above that today. So I actually think, even though I know futures are weaker after hours, I mean, this doesn't always work, especially in this market, but using this MACD that I use, I think we could get a bounce. We're in this kind of a channel. It looked like it was kind of going to be a kind of an inverted head and shoulders here, but then now this one's coming all the way back down here, and I mean, it still kind of is, but not really. It's more of a channel setting up. So if we do break to the upside out of this channel, we're going to fill this gap, which is what I think we'll probably do, is at least get back to this 1,110 since we're so oversold. But tomorrow the market may make a liar out of me, so we'll see. But the MACD's telling me there's a chance we could actually, maybe we're retesting here, but we could actually, it's just going to be a bear trap, and we'll probably turn and go higher and fill this gap eventually. But that's my game plan there, and I'm sticking to it until it proves otherwise. Let's see here. The gold. So gold looking good. MACD on gold doesn't look that great though. I'm a little concerned about that, but it was a nice move today, so it's still holding up well. Silver, same way. The MACD's still kind of heading down on silver. We're still holding this uptrend line on SLV. Financials had a nice pop here, but then inside day from Friday, it didn't really go anywhere. Didn't have much volume though, so it wasn't really any selling in the XLF today, as far as that goes. Copper, MACD's turned back up, still getting a nice bounce. It had this huge fall. I mean, it was just crazy, and so it's kind of getting a little bit up to the upside. VIX a little bit out, down 4.44%, minus 1.78. We are at the uptrend line, and we touched that today, and then popped back up. So watch that. Euro still, it's hanging around this level here. This is a doji today, kind of a neutral thing, not heavy selling in FXE, so didn't really go much of anywhere. Just a quick note about semis. We've been talking about these semis. So the semis still at, we've touched here, we've here, so we're still above support of the uptrend line dating back to in 08, late 08. and then we've got support here. So still, until these semis break down, I think the semi plays are safe here. Once this breaks, the stocks break down here around below this 335 area. Be pretty careful going along the semi stock. So I'm going to make a note of that. Let's go over and look at the McClellan. McClellan still very oversold, minus 89. Obviously much better than this minus 137 we were at, which was crazy. So we're still very oversold. Another reason why I think between this and the MACD together, I still think it could be just a bear trap and we actually could bounce down there, but we'll know tomorrow, won't we? Sectors. So 2 of the 16 sectors follow, finished in the green today. The internet index had the larger percent gain, up 0.81%. Sorry, up 0.81%. And oil service index was the weakest, down 3.95%. These oil service stocks cannot get a break. Just rig and BP and everything, just dragging everything down with them, I guess. Chart watch. Most of these we've already we've already been looking at these. This Skyworks solution, I like it. Looks like could be in a continuation wedge, falling wedge, which will be bullish. So watch it over today's high. It tried to break out today, a high over 1532. So might want to keep that one on your list. Advanced Auto Parts still hanging tough. Another one from the watch list. RMBS, Rambus. It's actually watch this triangle here. I know I got it, but watch the triangle for here, here, here. So breaks the upside, you go long, breaks down, possibly short, but it's going to possibly have some support at 22, but still worth a watch. Starbucks, as long as it holds that 2450 uptrend line, it looks fine. This World Acceptance also looks like it's in this falling wedge pattern. Had some decent volume coming in here, so again, keep this one on your radar. FDO, still looking good. BHI. It's got support here at this 40, and it's also got a longer term uptrend line here. So I think it's worth a watch around this area. So keep an eye on that one. Another one from the watch list. JP Morgan, no heavy selling today. But I probably wouldn't touch it unless it breaks above this downtrend line here. Breaks about 41. Walter's had some good volume off this 65, so it seems to like that area down there, support, and it has broken above the downtrend line, so watch Walter. Cliffs Natural has overhead resistance still. Not heavy selling though, and so it looks like it's got some support around that 46, whatever it is, 46.50 level or something like that. Dollar Tree tried to break out higher today, and with the MACD this low, I think this could actually be a short. I think I don't think it can go much higher up here, so we'll see. But that MACD is awful low considering where it's at, so kind of a red flag to me. Borg Warner, I think you can short it right here, unless it takes out that 37 to 37.50 area. As far as it closed, it may take it out intraday, but as long as it doesn't close above there. X has still got problems. I think it's worth the. Whoops. Oh, come on. It's got support right down here around 42 or so, or 43, and then it's setting on a support line here. So if it breaks down, you're going to get at least a few points to the downside. So watch this 45 area. ATK, I hope somebody caught this. I pointed this out up here and talked about it for a couple of days, and then I was watching too many stocks and missed the whole freaking down move. I'm so mad. I hate it when that happens. FSLR, I like this one possibly as long as oil stays weak. I like this possible what is it doing? Get over here. Okay. On FSLR, I like this one as long as oil stays weak for a short vertical for June. You could actually buy to open the June 135 call here, sell the 130 call for around about a 50-cent credit right now. So you'd get a 10% return in about 25 days. You've got resistance here of this downtrend line. You've got resistance here, and then you've got resistance around 120.50. So unless it closes up about, I would say if it closes about 121 or higher, I'd probably get out of this spread. But otherwise, I think this would make a good June short vertical for you, bear call spread. All right. And MA. MA, I like it short back up around this 220 to 223 unless it takes out the downtrend line. I think it can be reshorted. Over to the current market signals, follow the point and picker charts for the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P. And actually, S&P's on a sell signal with a price objective 940. It actually went on a sell signal Friday, and I don't think I got this updated. So all these are on a sell signal now. So pretty nasty. Well, so maybe we'll see if we get a little bounce tomorrow. And that's really it for today. Thanks for watching.